Hello guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing the GTX 1650 Super. As you can see right here, this one is the Asus Phoenix version of the card, so the cooler is not really the best on it. It's probably going to reach like mid 70s degrees Celsius, you know. I'm running, of course, the latest drivers from Nvidia, which are 456.55 at the time of recording this video. I didn't overclock this GPU further, but it comes already factory overclocked just a little bit, and I'm running it with a Ryzen 7 3700X and 16 gigs of RAM to achieve the same FPS as we're about to see in this video. With the GTX 1650 Super here in Watch Dogs 2, you'll need something like a Ryzen 5 2600 overclocked. So I'm gonna be playing here at 1920 by 1080 or 1080p resolution using 90 FOV, and going over the settings, I'm gonna be playing first on high settings, of course, without the motion blur right here, and I'm also gonna test very high and ultra settings. So starting off with the high settings, here we go, let's do this. And look at that, my friends. Look at those gosh damn beautiful smooth frames per second that we're getting right now. This is very, very good. This is very similar to what we got with the RX 580 as well. Should we go with this very, like, not good looking car? Maybe if it was clean, it will be a little bit better. I don't know. Oh, that one. I want that one. I want that one. Wait a second. This is a very, very beautiful car. Look at that. Hi, Jack. Hi, Jack. Say hi to Jack. I'm just saying hi to Joe. There's the police right there. Alright, anyways, here we go. Let's start exploding things. It should drop into the 50s just by a little bit, just as we saw with the RX 580 once again. So very, very similar performance between those two GPUs, guys. I tested the 580 earlier today. I'll hopefully still upload this one today. I'm trying. It's gonna be like the third video of today, but many of you wanted a GTX 1650 Super video, so here it is for you guys. I actually lent this GPU to Frank, so I didn't really have it on me for a while, and I had his GTX 980 to test in a few games, but now I just got it back, of course, and I'm testing it once again, so expect a few videos coming very, very soon, probably next week, because tomorrow I got the GeForce G100 video for you guys in Crisis, and after tomorrow I'll be doing the GT710 in Fortnite, and of course Sunday is going to be a special video as always. So as you can see right now, my friends, very strong performance coming out of this GPU. If you want 60 plus FPS all of the time, go ahead and play on medium settings. I wouldn't, because it looks way better on high settings and it's an extremely smooth experience, above 60 FPS on average right here, and the 1% lows only slightly dropped from 60 FPS. So very, very impressive results, and basically if it goes like the RX 580, I would definitely recommend you guys to play at the high settings and 1080p resolution. Hey, don't laugh at me. They're laughing at my shorts, by the way. So here we are, very high settings. I'm just gonna disable the motion blur because it looks awful on video as well. So here we go, very high settings preset without the motion blur enabled, and let's do this, guys. Once again, it's just, this is exactly the same experience as the RX 580, by the way. Wow, these are really, really, really close, guys. Holy crap. So the 580 was also getting like 55 to 60 FPS in this area right here, same as this one. I believe the averages on low settings were also the same between this one and the 580. If not, it's just in the ballpark, so it's a very, very similar experience between these two cards. But of course the 1650 Super does have an advantage in terms of the power consumption. So if you guys are worried about power consumption and stuff like that, I definitely recommend the 1650 Super over the 580 these days, because it only consumes 100 watts of power, whereas the 580 consumes what, like a 230, something like that, 180 maybe. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Sometimes it actually goes up to like 200 watts, I'm fairly sure. There we go, another big explosion, very beautiful, and yeah, as you can see, there's still no stuttering whatsoever, although we only have 4 GB of VRAM in the GTX 1650 Super, which actually is a downside to this card. Some games out there will benefit from the 8 GB frame buffer on the RX 580, and that's why I usually recommend... Oh boy, okay, I never did that before. Alright, oh gosh damn it. I just wrecked my car. Beautiful. Anyways, games like Call of Duty Warzone, for example, Horizon Zero Dawn will perform considerably better and smoother with the 588GB than the GTX 1650 Super. And as I was saying, that's why I usually recommend the 588GB instead of this GPU right here. Right, so 52 FPS average, 44 1% lows. I'm gonna switch it to ultra settings and restart it once again. Alright guys, so ultra settings right now, you can see that it's very close to 30 FPS at times. This is not the greatest experience, to be honest, and the 580 did a lot better on ultra settings, and the same happened with the 1660 Ti. Like, when I went from very high to ultra settings, the FPS dropped by a lot. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's this option right here. I'm gonna try to remove that. By the way, these are the ultra settings, and I just disabled motion blur here. San Francisco fog, I don't know what it is, guys, but on very high, this setting is disabled. We gained like 3, maybe 5 FPS here. But I'm gonna set it to on again because I want to test the preset without the motion blur. So here we go. Ultra settings right now in the GTX 1650 Super. You can see that it dropped, yeah, 31, 32. I really think the San Francisco fog has something to do with this insane FPS drop coming from very high to ultra. But I'm not too sure about that. It could be any of the other options as well. But as you can see, my friends, it actually drops from 30 FPS at these settings at times. And as I told you, I've seen the same issue of a big FPS drop coming from very high to ultra with the GTX 1660 Ti, so not sure what's going on with that, to be honest, guys. It's only in this game as well. Like, the 580 did a lot better than this. I don't care. Shut up, people, shut up. There we go, very big explosions, FPS dropping into the mid-20s and 30s and stuff. Maybe it has to do with the Turing architecture in this game. I don't know, guys. It's weird, actually. But, yeah, it's stuttering just a little bit because we are running out of VRAM at this point on ultra settings. We've seen it going up to like 5.4, 5.3 gigabytes with the GTX 1660 Ti and the RX 588 gigabytes. So like 50% of the time it's below 30 FPS. Jesus Christ. Holy crap. So I don't really recommend you to play on ultra settings. Even with 30 FPS locked, it's not really capable of doing that, unfortunately. The 1650 Super. Well, I think that's been it for this video, my friends. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. You're not really missing too much if you play on very high compared to ultras, so just go ahead, and if you want the highest visual fidelity, play on very high settings with this GPU. Again, if you liked the video, please give it a like. I will see you in the next one, hopefully. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.